Good evening and welcome to Slam the Gavel, the show that tells it all regarding family court and CPS issues. I'm your host, Marianne Petrie, and today I've got a guest from India. His name is Dr. Aman Kumar. He is from Varanasi-Uttar, Pradesh, India. He had completed his Ph.D. on the issue of human trafficking and migration in Nepal from Center for the Study of Nepal, Faculty of Social Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, India, in December of 2019. He was starting his work in the field of modern slavery since 2012 under the banner of Free the Slaves and Freedom Fund in northern India. He had written a number of articles and research papers on the issue of modern slavery in a different context. He has a strong field-based knowledge and many years of experience. His primary passion is in the social sector. Currently, he is working as an assistant director of Astha, Mahila, Evam, Vikash, Sansthan-India. He is also associated as a community educator in Freedom Youth Family Justice Center, New York. And I'm very honored to have you on, Dr. Aman. How are you doing today?
Hi, good evening from India. And I think in your country it is a good morning, at a very early good morning.
Yeah, it's not too early. It's 8 o'clock in the morning right here, so we're good.
And India, it is near about going to be a 7 p.m. evening. So again, next I am going to proceed to tell me something about my passion and how I am get attracted towards the working in the field of modern slavery. I am an Indian, maybe little bit I am not good enough English as you are.
You're doing great.
So, okay, thank you. I was in my master's when in 2013, I have to complete my dissertation. So for that, I just proceed to one of the organization of Varanasi city, who is the district of Uttar Pradesh, India. Varanasi is a holy city, which is situated at the bank of River Ganga. During my dissertation, I just came to know that the words like what is depth bondage, what is modern labors, what is modern slavery, what is sex trafficking, what is child trafficking. In that case, I came in what are the things are situated is in the society, in the Indian society. I was the student at that time, so I was in a comfort zone. When I said to just go in the field and just try to feel the life of the peoples, life of the victims of that slaveries. So I just visit in their places, in their villages, and I just try to learn the things and try to learn the life of the victims who are used to live their life as a depth bondage. At that time, I came to know that why one human being is selling other human beings only for the sake of money. So these things force me, compel me to know more about such type of things. So from that, I just started to work on such type of issues. After completing my masters, I just uh, create my friend circle of my Banaras Hindu University, who is one of the biggest central university of Asia. Near about 25 to 30,000 students are in this university. And after my masters, I started to develop one of the one of the big group of my friends, and I am started to make them aware about the things which are in the society, like what is modern slavery, what is human trafficking, and I started sensitizing to my friends also, because I came to learn from that extent that if I started to learn one of my friend, then that friends definitely will make aware to someone else. So this is a chain process, and by this way we can do a work of awareness without getting any fund, without getting help of any other, only for the sake of the life of the poor, only for the saving the life of any others. So for 1 year I started to work on this strategy, and after that then my interests get motivated, get diverted towards to do my PhD, and I wanted to learn more and more things about such type of issues. And during my awareness program I also get a chance to visit at the Indo-Nepal border. And as we know that the border of the India and Nepal is just open. There is no any need of visa, there is no any need of tickets, there is no any need of any documents to cross the borders from Nepal to India or either from India to Nepal. So uh, I when I get a chance to visit in Nepal, then I saw that so many Nepalese are migrating towards India. Uh, then at that time I came to know that yes, migration is going there, but is this migration is safe? What where they are going? So I just want to learn more and more about things. So these things force me to just do my doctorate. Then I can learn what things are going on the open border contest. So from that, I just diverted towards to do my PhD. So in my PhD, I just selected research topic human trafficking between India and Nepal with special reference to the role of non-governmental organizations. This is my the research topic, because earlier concept was that only Nepalese get trafficked to India. But when I visit to India, I came to know that no, trafficking is Indian, where also get trafficked to India, from India to Nepal, because in Nepal is a small country, India is a big country. So even government is also saying that no, 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 only Nepalese are being trafficked to India. But my research finding came to a suggestion. I also suggested both the government that no, things has been changed. Even Indians are also being trafficked to the India. Then government asked me why Indian are being trafficked to Nepal. Then I told me that because Nepal is a tourist place, and in the Nepal there is no any such law to restrict commercial sex exploitation. So in that context, all the tourist sites are being converted into the sex tourism. So for that context, all the Indian girls are being trafficked to uh, tourist sites. So uh, I suggested Nepalese government and the Indian government also in that context. So there is some reform has also developed to check the unsafe migration of the both the countries. And the second change was bring after my suggestion was that Nepalese government started to take the NOC from the Nepalese who are being migrated via India to the Gulf countries. At first, that Nepalese have to produce the NOC why he or she want to travel to the Gulf countries. If he or she has failed to present that NOC, then their visa is being rejected by the Nepalese government. They are not allowed to go to the Gulf countries. These are the some of the amendment was introduced by the Nepalese government for to protect the unsafe migration of the Nepalese to the Gulf countries. Because if we take the trafficking in person report 2018, 19, even 20, then we can find that most of the Nepalese are being trafficked to the Gulf countries via India. India is act as a transit route for the Nepalese. These are the things I just recommended to the Nepalese government, and they started to do according to the my suggestions of my PhDs and regular field works. So these are the things I just try to save the life of some of the peoples. We bring some more changes in the life in the futures. These are the little bit things. Okay, please
I,
ask.
Okay, I was going to say, I know, like you said, I've got two questions. I know that you said that it's girls that are being trafficked. Are little boys being trafficked as well?
Yes, definitely. Girls and boys are also being trafficked. And even one of the worst form of the trafficking I came to know during my PhD is the surrogacy trafficking. Even the Nepalese girls are being trafficked to the Gulf countries, and even to they are trafficked to the China only for the sake of the baby. If after getting their baby, then that female partner is being transferred to the other male counterpart. So this is the worst form of trafficking. I came to know that surrogacy trafficking is also happening on the birds of the India Nepal border and the India and the China border. These girls are being trafficked only for the sake of the baby, because after getting the baby, that girl is being transferred to the other counter friends or the family for the baby. This is the worst form of trafficking I came to know. And the other worst form of trafficking I came to know, the organ trafficking. Some of the poor families are being lured for the money, and they are being taken to the hospitals of the different parts of India, and their kidneys has been taken out in the sake of the money. These are the very worst form of trafficking I came to know during my field work. Child trafficking, only they are being trafficked to the in the different parts of India, and these children are being put on the different railway crossings and the railway roadsides for the sake of the beggary. These are the some of the worst form of the trafficking I came to know during my the field work. So I just raised the concern in the High Court of the Nepal that yes, definitely after 1950 peace treaty, there is no any need of visa, passport, any type of documents for the crossing of the India-Nepal border. But there is only but there is a responsibility of the government of the both side to track where their citizens are going. There should be some documentation on the borders, that how many peoples are being crossed to from Nepal to India or from India to Nepal. There should be some documentation. One of the very drawback, one of the very worst I saw that even at the one point of the India-Nepal border, lots of NGOs are working on the same site. I just try to connect all the NGOs to each other. You are all the NGOs and you all are working for the safe migration. Then why you are working at the same place? Why you are not spread your NGOs along whole border? Then it will be a good data you will be get. There is going to be a duplication of the data at one checkpoints. Now 2 or 3 or 4 NGOs are working and all are uh, counting the same people who are just crossing the border. Then there is definitely a duplication of data. You are just making your fool your the funding agencies. This is not the way you are protecting your citizens. So you have to build up a chain within your country and just extend your hands from all the borders from India to Nepal, and try to collaborate to each other and share your data. These are the findings I just suggested to the so many NGOs of the Nepal. Might it bring some change in the future?
Okay, so what you're essentially saying is there's no passports. These people aren't checked when they cross into Nepal or even China. So, how soon, because you were talking about an amendment being introduced to have, a visa for people. How soon will that happen, do you think?
Yeah, because if we talk about the India and Nepal, after 1950 peace treaty, there in that agreement it was written clearly that there is no any need of visa to cross the border. So any Nepalese are free to move in and do any type of work in India, and even any Indians can move freely to the Nepal without showing any documents, and can work any type of job according to their interests. This is the treaty which was signed in 1950 between the government of India and the government of Nepal. Only for that treaty, there is no any need of such type of documents on the border. So if I can say that if such type of documents are needed, can be implemented by both of the governments, might be there is some of the cases of the unsafe migration can be decreased, but there it is just a political drama. Even both the governments do not want to put such type of term and condition on the both the citizens, because Nepal is a small country, and for its economical growth, he never imposed such type of things on the border. And in the for the sake of, if we talk about the India is a big country, and India need number of labor forces for the different sector of the industries, and Nepal provide a good labor forces. So for that, India also do not impose such type of things from its sides. So there is some diplomatic or a political drama. For that, they are not imposing such type of things, that there is need of any documents.
Wow. I never knew that was happening because I thought everybody had to have a passport to go anywhere.
But in context of India and Nepal, there is no any need of any type of documents, any type of documents.
Oh, so that would, and that would make it so easy to take a child over, and it just makes it easier for a child trafficker to do this. And I know that you have also rescued children from being trafficked. And how hard is that on you?
Yes, definitely. It is very hard, because at first I want to say something in the context of India and Nepal, that there is no any need of document, as I said earlier. And even I can say that even Indian are being also get married to the Nepalese girl, and Nepalese are also being married to the Indian girls. So there is different type of relation between India and Nepal. And so in that context, so 50% of the citizen wants, there should be a need of passport and visa, and most of the citizen also want, so there is no any need of such type of things. We are free to move any and where according to the 1950 peace treaty. These are the some of the term and condition. And the second part of your answer is that yes, definitely I was rescued. I was in a part of a team of being of the rescue of the children for the carpet industry of the Bhadoi district of Uttar Pradesh. I was in a I was in the Masters 2013, and I was in a team of the rescue team. In that team, uh, we just read one of the carpet industry, and in that carpet industry, we just found that 18 small children are being working to weaving the carpet, and the age of that all the 18 children are near about from 8 to 12 years, from 8 years to 12 years. Which we just ask only one question from the owner of that carpet industry: why you are just hiring such small children? What are the benefits you are getting from these children? The When I hear the answer of the owner of that factory, I was just start crying. What are the answer? He said that because the demand of the children are very little, they never demand money as the big laborers demand. The fingers of the children are running as fast as compared to the adult workers. And one of the things that the we can easily thread the children and can force them to work as much they want. These are the things that owners told me, and this is the worst form of I ever faced the things. So I just started to work on the second type of strategies, that yes, so many organizations working for the rescuing, but I started to work on the other side, sensitizing the big industries, big brick lanes, big landowners, why you are doing such type of things. There are some, these are the laws. If you get uh, cat, caught by the police officers, then you have to charge for some of the offenses. So I started working on the other side. So so that it might be bring some change. Yes, definitely I am not going to eradicate or remove all the poverty from the whole country, but definitely I can sensitize the upper class of the family. Please do not do such type of things. These are the laws. These are the crime offenses. Might you can be get charged, might you get in the jail, and these are also the people. So I started to working on the other side, and it brings so many changes. So many owners also still told me that I do not even know such type of law is also present in India. And they also started to accepting me that yes, definitely I will take care of my laborers and my workers, and I will pay as much according to the minimum wages act of India. These are the things which I bring changes slowly by sensitizing the owners and the factory owners of the different industries. And side by side, my second study was that I have to build up a chain of the youth, so that one youth can aware his friend, and his friend can aware his friend. By that way, definitely my friend one day is going to be the owner of different type of industry. So in that case, he or she should not exploit the life of the poor. So this is the second type of strategy. I started to work with the youths. These are the different type of works I just introduced during my the PhDs. And after completing my PhDs, when I was get awarded in the 2019 December, I just started to work with one of the organization, Astha, Mahila, Evam, Vikash Sansthan. It is the Hindi terminology. If I going to translate this word in English, Astha means dedication, Mahila means women, Evam means and, Bal means children, Vikas means development, and Sansthan means organization. It is the organization who is working for the development of the women and the children of the society. So I started to work as a I am a current I am also working with this organization. And during lockdown I was also get offered to work one of the organization of the New York Family Youth Center as a task force. And during the lockdown I also delivered so many lectures to the New York youth of the New York, to how to sensitize them how this technology is also pushing them towards the different type of sex, just like we can say that the mobile sex, phone sex, or the technology, or the these type of things. Because this lockdown is pushed each and everything on the virtual platform. And for the essence of those things, mobile become a very easy things, and each and everyone started to get a personal mobile phone. And this mobile phone is also act as a catalyst. And also in which, because everything is on your finger, and by clicking your if you click a wrong thing, then definitely you are going to be trapped in something like that, the phone sex or something like in the blackmailing of your images. And so many cases I came to know that such type of spam or mails, you are getting your phone that if you send me your images, I will transfer you as much your dollar in your account. You will going to be get as much your dollar. So such type of things I just started my one of the other type of initiative to aware the youths. You should protect yourself, because if you are going to share your any type of images, because in one of the case I came to know that one of the male, one youth got that, one girl got that if you send me your images of your face, you will get as much dollar. If you send me your nude images, then you will going to be get your as much dollar. So this luring, this type of luring is force is just attracted the youth, that yeah, it is the matter of only one image. If I will send them one image, then definitely I'm going to as much of the dollar. And in by this way, that youth going to be trapped in their the things they have planned, and by this way blackmailing is going to be happen. So there are so many cases arises during the lockdown, so I started to aware them, say you have to protect. And I also work with their parents virtually on the Zooms and the different time works. You should also monitor the phones, the sites, the apps your children is using. You should also regularly monitor them. These are the things I was just working on it.
That's excellent. So when you were talking to New York, you're probably doing it by Zoom, obviously, because of the lockdown. And how hard was that to do? I mean, how often did you talk to these people in New York?
During my lockdown, because even in India there is also a lockdown, there is no any offices, there is no any work to do, and my keen interest was to just work for the society. And in that, Monique is the director of the Youth Family Justice. He just offered me, why you should not work with me, and we can work. If you want to use my banner, then I can arrange a meetings with the youths of the New York. So in that context, I started to work with them. And in India, I was already working on such type of issues. So I just also started to extend my reach, so that if I can spread my knowledge, definitely this knowledge can protect the life of anyone. So why should I keep this knowledge, sorry, with myself? So I started to spreading such type of things.
Oh, that's excellent. So, and you guys aren't even being funded by anyone.
I just want to take 1 minute. I want to drink water, so
Oh, go
that.
ahead. Definitely. I'll wait.
Okay, thank you.
So Dr. Aman is doing a lot of work for these kids. And you're
Okay,
back
thank
now.
you.
You're fine. So you're not being like funded. There's no. Do you have any financial backing?
The Yes, it is the very important question, because everyone asks me the same question. Yes, you are working very good for that. From where you are getting the fund? So the very common answer I was for that, because when I was a student and I was working as a PhD scholar, I was getting scholarship from the Indian government, and I was keep using those scholarship and fellowship by working such type of things. I also organized one of the biggest seminar of India, human trafficking in South Asia, in context of South Asia, problem and solution. In that seminar, in that conference, 182 scholars of the different South Asian countries visited uh, Banaras Hindu University in 2014. And the recommendation of that conference, I just sent to the government of India. This is the problem. These are the problems of the South Asian countries, and by this way we can check the problem of human trafficking in South Asia. So I continuously use my fellowship by working on the such type of issues. And when I submitted my PhD in 2019, after that my fellowship was being stopped because my PhD was completed. And after that, I just started work as a voluntary, and I was to approach to the peoples, the families who are just living in my colonies, in my neighbors, to the approaches to the professors, teachers, my friends, only for the sake of the donation, and according to their interest, whatever they want to pay to me, I just happily accept them. If they do not want to give any type of donation, then I just uh, give them offer why you should not work with me for the sake of the society. So in that context, they most of the families also agree to work with me, and by this way my team strength is also increasing from one end. And out of the 10, mostly 2 and 3 of the families give us some type of charity also. These are the only type of fundings. We have no any other fundings type of resources.
So essentially, um, what I've learned from India is that there's a caste system. And so you're almost trying to even kind of break that caste system.
Yeah, I really accept your this this things you had told me that yes, there is a big casteism in India. Definitely, I accept it, and I am also belong to the middle class caste. In Hindi, we can say that other backward class. If we divide the caste of the India, there is a upper class, there is a middle class, in which we can say the upper class is known as the general caste, middle class is known as the other backward class, and the third is the scheduled caste, and the fourth is the scheduled tribe. And during my uh, research and during my findings, I came to know that most of the peoples who are belonging to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe are being trapped in different form of slavery. Different forms of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are they are being trapped in different form of slaveries. And I also I am belonging to the other backward class. So as a student, I am not accepting such type of things. I believe only one type of class, humanity, because even scheduled caste and scheduled tribe is also a human being, and general community is also a human being. So only the humanity is the caste in the whole world. There is no any white, there is no any black, there is no rich, there is no any poor. Only humanity is there. I just believe in that class.
Oh, most definitely. When you see people, it's mostly would you say it's mostly the poverty stricken that they're zeroing in on? They're
Yeah,
going,
definitely. I agree with you, because there are so many reasons. Because the common thought is that only the poor people are being trafficked. Only the poor people are being the facing the problem of the trafficking and such type of thing. But during my research work, I came to know that so many youths are there who are being attracted towards the big cities for the sake of the working in the Bollywood, for wearing nice clothes, by having a good lifestyle. And in that case, they are being trapped in different type of jobs, and they become a victim of a traffic victim, or some of the girls being trafficked in the red light areas. These are the things. And second is I came to know that I just start one type of initiative in the university, that if there is demand, I am not going to stop the supply. And who is demanding such type of things? If we talk about the commercial sex exploitation, we are the youths, we are demanding such type of things. That definitely the pimp who is working, definitely the trafficker who is working will supply. If we are going to stop the demand side, automatically the supply side is going to be checked out. So I am also trying to aware the youths, aware the young peoples, try to stop the demand side. Definitely, automatically, we are going to stop the demand side if we are supply side. Sorry.
okay. Have you, I mean, I don't know if you've done a study or know of a study. Is India's birth rates dropping?
Yes, yes, I am accepting you that, but it is not as dropping as we are here about it. It is, I think, it is as earlier as today, But if we compare the birth rate of the last year to this year, yes, it is little bit dropping, because the level of the education, level of the family plannings, level of the awareness about the important, there is no any difference between the boy and girl, is being increasing in India. So these are the some of the reasons why the death rate, why the birth rate is decreasing in India. Because now in India we can see that there is no any discrimination between boy and girl. There is no any discrimination uh, between who that girl is going to be study or the boy is going to be school for the study. All the peoples know the importance of the family planning. These are the some of the things by which we are seeing that the birth rate of the India is decreased as compared to the earlier year.
Okay. These child sex traffickers, they're probably using codes when they talk. When they're do you know what I'm saying? Like they're calling a
Yes, yes.
girl something. I don't know. And you don't have to divulge this if you don't want to. You know.
During my research work, I just interviewed two of the trafficker, and in that interview, I came to know that they used to pronounce the girl child as an apple. How many apples you want to know today?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, if any police is listening or anyone want to track them, then they will just think that, oh, that man is talking about the apple who is fruit, but the apples means that girl. How many girls you want to know that you want? They pronounce apple as a girl and boy as a guava apple, guava fruit. And in that then I just uh, I was very amazed that these are the codes, these are the secret words that traffickers are using for the trafficking of the boys and girls. And even also the trafficker told me at that time that they do the counseling of the boy and girl, and they just put so many negative thoughts in respect of the police officials and the government organizations, that when these police officials and the government organization will caught you, then they will put you in jails. So never ever told them any truth, and even nothing about me. These are the counsel the traffickers used to do the counseling of these children before being trafficked.
So by the time you get to talk to a sex trafficker, they're in the hands of the police already.
Yes, he was in the jail. He was in the jail, and I was get a permission from the police officials, and he told me that you can take an interview, but in that respect, you are not have to disclose the name of that trafficker in no research work. These are the some of the term and condition I have to accept it. So in that case, I get the interview of that trafficker. Even I was not get the permission to record their voice. I have to write all these things on my paper.
So, what are the judgments handed down on these sex traffickers? What did your judges put them in prison for? I don't know, X amount of years. What happens to them?
At that time, the case was going on. In 2014, when I just take the interview of that traffickers, and at that time, case was going on, and he was put in a jail. But final result was not declared by the judge at that time.
So they let them go.
And and the current status of that case was that the trafficker was put in a jail for the 7 years.
Oh,
Now
okay.
he has been in prison for the 7 years, and the final declaration of that case was, I think it was ordered in 2017 or 18. I am not currently it is not my in memory. I think it will be last about 2018. The judge ordered a final uh, result of that case for the 7 year of the jail to that trafficker.
Okay. I mean, do you think the sentence should be longer, or are you satisfied?
In my context, 7 year is not as enough, because in the sake of the life of the small children, I think they should be put into the hang till death, because they are playing the life of the small kids and small children only for the sake of the money, and in that return only they are being imprisoned for the 7 years. It is not enough for such type of crime. So these are the, it is my view. Maybe it your view or other views are might be different, but in my context, those people who are working such type of things, but they are playing the life of the children's, small kids, girls, youth, only for the sake of the money. They should be put hang till death, because there is no in my context there should be no any uh, 4 year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 year type of sentence. There should be a only hang till that.
Right. Now, as far as these sex traffickers go in your country, are they mostly men, or is it, I'm sure there are women sex traffickers as well. And I don't know if you know the percentage of men to women.
Because you are asking the very big question, and I am not going, definitely I will say the right things which are present in context of the women or men. Yes, without help of the women, trafficking is not going to be happen. If we see the condition of the brothel of any place in the world, definitely brothel is being run by the women. And even one women, why they are selling they are just putting the life in a hell of the other women. I think 50-50 ratio is going to be happen all over the world in context of the trafficker. It may be a 50% male and 50% women, because if we see the ratio of the which type of trafficking is prevailing in whole world, commercial sex exploitation is at the highest rate. And in the commercial sex exploitation, without the help of the women, there is no trafficking of the women is not going to be happen. So there is an equal ratio of the women and men.
So you're in your daily life, how tired are you with the helping of rescuing these children and educating people? I'm sure you must be, I don't know, exhausted every day.
If we no, I'm not agree with it, because it become my passion. Yes, definitely one and only one person is being exhausted, and for some time she also become angry from me, my wife. And she also, she you she used to told me that why you are doing every time working and thinking about such type of people, why you are not thinking for me. So in that context, I also try to involve my wife for the educating the girls and the women's of such type of work. Now she is also get sensitized by work, and now she is agree, yes, you are doing the right work. Yes, because for the sleeping 6 and 7 hours is enough, and in that context we can be together. But one human being can spend his life for the life of the other human beings, it is the one of the best work anyone is going to be do. So at some time I will also get appreciated my wife, and for some time she also become angry. In that context I am not giving her enough time. So I am also trying to uh, put my wife in my team to make her sensitized that see what we are doing.
Well, there's got to be a balance there. I totally understand. I mean, she wants time from you too, and you're working so hard, and then she's kind of helping you. as well, but I commend her for helping you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
And it makes you guys more of a team. I know it's hard on her because she wants your attention and maybe to go for a walk or just to have a meal together and talk, and you may be very busy, but at least you have each other and you are a team.
Yeah, that's why I just put my wife in my team, so that side by side we can also give time to each other, and she also learn what the things are going in the society.
Hmm. Well, do you have anything you would like to add?
Yes, in last I want to say one thing, that everyone is human being in this world, in this earth. So I am not saying each and everyone to help as much you can. I just say you that you have to help only your people who are just living your nearby, and the people who are in a problem in your offices, in your work, in your family. Just as a owner of your factory, just think like that you are also one day working as a labor. Then in that context you are going to never exploit the life of anyone. And second, if anyone want to contact me, just email me aman0907 This is my email ID, and my Indian mobile number is 9956585759.
And I notice you're on Facebook as well.
Yes, I am on Facebook, I am on the LinkedIn, I am on the Twitter.
Okay, I can put those in the comments. Hopefully someone will hear this and want to maybe give you some type of financial backing, maybe some help.
Yeah, it will be. I just appreciate them if anyone wants to help my organization. If anyone wants to help, if anyone wants to visit my organization, I just welcome. Just please come at first, see the work what we are doing. Then you should try to fund. You just try to help us financially. I am not ask you directly financially. At first, you just come. You can also see the work of Astha on the LinkedIn. Every day we just keep the pages update what the things we are doing. Uh, the the current program which we are running is named as EYES, EYES. E for educating, Y for youth, E for eradicating, S for slavery. Educating youth for eradication of slavery. This is the terminology which I just created, and we are working with the children from 6 to from standard 6 to class standard 12, because after lockdown all the schools of the India is being opened, and we know that after COVID and after lockdown, the rate of the child trafficking and rate of the child labor is being increased due to the financial crisis in their homes. So for the sake of the life of these children, we started to aware these children and aware the teachers of that schools, that what is child trafficking, what is child labor, and what are the different helplines which are the government has set. If anyone child in a problem, just call 1090 child line. These are the some of the uh, helpline the government has released, and we is working on the work of the program of the EYES. We are just focusing on the children who started to going school after a big lockdown.
Oh, go ahead. I don't know if you were
And
going to say.
I also want to add one thing, that if anyone wants to support our organization, please visit our LinkedIn page, see our work. Please welcome to India. We can see the things in reality. Then, if you want to support any sort of help, if anyone wants to donate anything in contest of the books, clothes, or the medicine, any sort of small, big, anything, according to their interest. Astha, in English, we can say Astha means dedication. We are welcome them.
That's excellent. I'm so glad I had you on as a guest. You've really enlightened me on India and all these surrounding countries that are trafficking children. So
Thank you.
I'd like to, whenever you want to be a return guest, just let me know. I know you're very busy and I won't take up your time. And
Definitely. Please proceed.
okay. Yeah. So we'll keep in touch and I'll have you on maybe in a couple months and see, any updates or anything you'd like to add. Okay. So,
Yeah, definitely. Whenever, if you want to, yes, this after long times, you had sent me so many mails to my director, and after so many previous interview has been cancelled. So extremely sorry for that. We are busy in rescuing the children from the uh, from the district of from the state of Maharashtra. So these are the some circumstances in which I have to cancel my interview. But hope in future I will definitely, whenever you want to contact me for any sort of help in any sort of talk at any platform, definitely I will be available.
that's okay. I understood that you were busy and you're doing a lot of good work. So I was patient and I waited for you. So you're worth waiting for. Okay, so Slam the Gavel is a podcast to help the public understand what really goes on in the family courtrooms and other things that go on in the whole world. So I'm your host, Marianne Petrie, author of Dismantling Family Court Corruption, Why Taking the Kids Was Not Enough, and Cry Out for Justice, Poems of Truth. And we will have Dr. Aman back on again. And I will put down the details for the podcast and we will talk to you all later.